Okay guys, so moving right along, I just finished up doing a haul and tutorial on how to make the, or how to use the Crafter's Companion layering stamps and dies. But anyway, well, not the dies, but the stamps. But so this is Anna Griffin's purse card dies, and basically, like I showed in the haul there, it has a die that will cut this cute pattern, and then it has the fold. Basically, you need that to make the actual card, right? For it to be a card. It has a handle with a blackout. It has a cute little charm you can add or not, or just do whatever you want with that. It has the other blackout that you're going to use, I would assume, on whichever side you need it for, right? To make the purse. And then it has the other side that doesn't have the tab, and then it has what you can use for a pocket. You can put the pocket on the outside, on the inside, put them both on the outside and inside. I don't know about the, when I was looking at this, I'm like, oh yeah, you can put the pocket, but you know what they did? All they did was go ahead and cut out this whole thing, and then they cut a piece off of it to make this outer pocket, because you see how it lines up perfectly? And this is kind of a smaller piece. So that smaller piece you're basically going to use for the inside of your purse. After you cut out everything you need and you're, you know, sticking everything together, doing your different layers, on the inside of the card, you can either, I guess, leave it blank, or if you have a gift card in there, you can use that to make a little pocket card, a little pocket. And then it tells you how to, you know, do the handle and add your little charm and all that. So we will do that. What I'll probably do is go ahead and cut everything out. I'll probably do what they did. So she did a pattern paper as a base. So the card base, and then you only do one of the back die, which is the one that has the tab, and you do one of the front, which is the inner part here of this. So I'll talk about that in a minute. So let me pick out some papers and we'll talk more about the dies. I'll get them off of this carrier sheets, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, so does packaging make you lose your mind, or is it just me? Like I told you, the heat really affects me now. Like, oh my gosh. I mean, that's why people tune in here, is to hear about I'm getting old, and oh my goodness. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, I have some paper left over from the tutorial I did earlier for something else. So this is cute. It's cute little pattern paper, very minimal. So I'm gonna use this for the background pieces, which would be like the card base. So we need 2 of those. So I'm just gonna cut those out just flat, because that's what it shows. And then you need a front die layer and a back die layer, and I'm going to do that in black, just plain black, because we're going to emboss it too. I'm going to go ahead and do the rubber embossing, which I don't normally do. I just feel like it's more time, more steps, but I'm going to use just plain old black paper. I mean, this is just Recollections paper, so we'll see how that goes, because it's not the best paper in the world. So I'm going to use, with the black, I'm going to cut out the front die, the back die, and I think I'm going to do the handle too. Yeah. So the handle base I'll also do with the printed paper, and then I'm going to do the handle top. Also black. I mean, it might be cute with the gold. We'll see. And then I'm going to do one of the little charms. I think this butterfly, or like this cute little fleur-de-lis. And she only has it here one time, but what I think is what she did, I think she cut out the blackout and the regular one and put it together to make it like extra thick. That's kind of what it looks like. And I was like, oh, do I have gold paper? I'm telling you, everything, I kind of know where it is right now, because I just recently redid it. Oh, look at how shiny that is. So this, I think, is Crafter's Companion paper. I'm not sure. It's from HSN, I know that. But so when I was looking through here, I'm like, ooh, there's silver paper. There's the matted, you know, like a matte, so it's not super shiny. There's glitter paper. So I'm going to use the gold matte. So I'm going to pull a piece of that out. So it's already pretty thick as it is. And Anna Griffin has hers too, so I'm not sure. This could be, I don't know, I think this is hers though. I feel like this is Crafter's Companion. But see, it's like gold. Matted gold. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut those out. I'm going to use my M-Press just to make it fast, but I'm going to do just like she says here. So I'll use the card base, and we're going to use the A-plate, the magnetic mat, the die facing up, your paper on top of the die, and then the A-plate, run it through, okay? And then to get the embossing, I'll use the black paper, do the same thing, same sandwich, whatever sandwich you need for your machine. And then I'm going to remove the plate and the magnetic mat, and I'm putting the metal shim underneath the die. I know it's kind of a pain. And then put the embossing mat, and then put the A plate again and run it through to get the embossing on the the black paper that I'm gonna use for the outer dies. So let me just show you the dies really quick. Again, oh my goodness. I tell you, I'm gonna destroy things. All right, so this outer one, I'm gonna do the pattern paper. I need 2 of them. I need 1 of this with the black paper, and I need 1 of this with the black paper, and both embossed, run back through. And then the handle, the inner handle, I'm gonna do with the black paper. And then the blackout, this outer part, I will run through the pattern paper twice, so we need 2 of these, okay? And then I'll do the gold thing too. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I have a nice mess here. So, a couple things. The little charm, she didn't use this blackout, because otherwise what's the point of using it? You can't put this on the purse handle, so it was just this guy. I did not emboss it because it was pretty deep anyway, just being cut, so it looks embossed, so I'm gonna leave that alone. We have our 2 outer handles, or 2 handles, the blackout, and then the inner one is I did in black, and that one also pressed in hard enough that I didn't emboss it. I didn't run it through with the embossing, as you can see there's some texture, and it was like, that's good enough. So I have 2 of those, wherever the other one is. So this, we had to do 2 of the inner purse, right? The blackout or whatever. I ran this through twice, and it did not cut this edge. And it was almost the same deal with this one. It was still really stuck down, and I just kind of had to mess with it, and it finally tore. So you can see that's not a clean edge. And that's the big die, right? That's this bigger outer die, which is kind of silly. So I don't know if it's just not as sharp. I mean, touching it, I don't think it's as raised as this other one. So this one, I'm like, what the heck? You can see the line there, and it did not cut it. And then I ran it through even with the metal shim and the magnet, and it still didn't cut very well. So I don't know what to tell you guys about that. I'm kind of striking out with these Anna Griffin things recently. So I just figured I can just cut it with a scissor or with a paper trimmer. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball this as well as I can and just cut that. But it did it a few times. Obviously you can see when I try to do it, I try to do it again, and then the other one I kind of was able to mess with. But okay, so there they are. 2 of the blackout for the base. I'm so silly. I cut one of these out and I cut 2 of them out. We only need 1, so one's still in the die and I don't need it. I did do the rubber mat on this one, and it didn't really make a big difference because I didn't use the rubber mat for this one, and I want you to see that it's basically the same, the embossing. I mean, there's not much difference. So even with these, I did use, with the sandwich, I did the A plate, which is the base plate. I did the metal shim, the magnetic mat, the die facing up, the paper face down if it had a side, and then the other A plate. And then when I embossed it, I just removed the magnetic mat and used the rubber embossing mat. Here's my other handle. Okay, I'm gonna start putting some of these things aside. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this. It depends on how cute this is, because to be honest, that's kind of lame that the one that's like solid, it should cut all the way through, don't you think? That's kind of silly. I'm gonna stick this on here. So I'm gonna put some of these. I didn't make a pocket, and I don't know if I will because it's not really the biggest deal, but I'll put these things to the side, hopefully. An extra piece of paper, I have my instructions. Okay. Well, I'm not missing anything or losing anything. So one of the first things we want to do is go ahead and apply adhesive to assemble the cards, basically, to the back side. Okay. So they want you to do this one first, at least that's how they're explaining it. So we're going to take one of our purses and this guy. And you know what I'm just looking at? Oh, she's holding it this way for some reason. Oh yeah, I guess that's the purse bottom. I don't know why. I guess if you want to make a bucket purse, you could do that, right? Do it this way. But she has it this way, so it's like a little purse like this. Now, you can adhere this to here in a way that you have some space in between them, right? If like a dimensional adhesive, you want to put that down. I'm just going to stick it right down because I'm going to do this quick and cheap and easy here. I'm looking for some glue. I don't know if I want to use this one, but that's what I have in front of me, so that's what I'll use. I'll probably use a different adhesive for the side bit. I am going to go ahead and just score this right now, just so I can remember that this line is here. This is going to help you make your card. Kind of weird that the score is way out. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a bump there. But okay, just so I have it ready. And I am going to stick this down. I'm just going to put Make sure it's really on the edges. I would prefer to use like my close to my heart glue. I already forgot the name of it right now. I can't think of it, but you know, it's that fast drying. It's like a glaze. So I'm going to place this on here. And of course you want to make it so that this edge is kind of going off the edge over here. It might be a little bit crooked, but that's alright. I'm going to put this somewhere else to kind of dry for a minute. But they want you to turn it over and then put some adhesive on this back piece, but you know, I kind of want this to dry, so let me keep that here for a little minute. I'm going to get a little bit closer, maybe that'll help. Okay. It doesn't talk anything about the card front, but basically the card front you're going to do the same thing. She just moves on for some reason. It says to adhere it, but it's like, hey, we haven't even done this part yet. So again, I'm just going to put some glue on this. Maybe I skipped somewhere. I don't think so, because it basically talked about that and then went on. That's okay. It's not going to be hard to figure out that obviously you need to do this part. And I'm just going to glue down as much as I can, like I said. And then just center that as well as you can. That is not centered. Good thing I used the wet glue so I can mess with it a little bit. This one doesn't want to stick down as well as the first one did for some reason. Okay. Let's just pretend that's totally stuck down. And now it says to go ahead and adhere. Where is my glue runner? There it is. So as soon as you did this, it says to put some glue and then stick this down to it. But hello, we hadn't even done the other part. So now I'm just going to put some glue here. Just on that little strip, kind of. And then, you know, we're going to add this to it. So I want to make it so that it works out. But at the same time, you know, I'm going to line it up over here first. So it's about the same. Kind of. Okay. Not bad. It is sticking out on this edge over here. And I just followed what she had on there as far as the score lines. So I'm going to open this up a little bit because that bothers me. Smash it down a little more. Okay. Oh no, my little daughter just woke up. Okay, so we just got that stuck together, and that's basically the purse. Again, I got a little overzealous with that glue here. And there's that. I'm gonna see if this girl is gonna go back to sleep or not. I'll be right back. Okay. Part 6, what they're saying is if you want to put, you know, your little pocket in, you can definitely do that. And I'm just gonna skip on to the handle, which is super easy, obviously very simple. I'm gonna keep this put somewhere because that wet glue is kind of making it funky. Okay, so let's bring these guys over. And all we're gonna do is attach, you know, one of the handles. Let me get a little bit closer. It's not the biggest deal. Alright. Adhere that right to the middle, center, hopefully there. Alright. Oopsie, there we go. My goodness. It's getting really late today, and I don't know why I feel it's been a long day. I've been out kind of trying to arrange. I've told myself when my husband's gone, he's not coming back till the end of August. He's been gone for a little while on a military training exercise. I'm going to clean the garage, so when he gets home, he's going to feel like, wow, that's awesome, you know? Because he's just been white. That's all he wants. That's all the man wants, is for the garage to be kind of cleared out so you can maybe put some weights in there and, you know, actually park a car. We have a 3-car garage and there's no parking. So, and that's for different reasons. We also sold the RV recently, so I had to take everything out of the RV, which is basically a whole household of stuff, and I just threw it in there. So I have to basically just give that away, take it down to the Goodwill or somewhere. Okay, so you can do your adhesive, again, with some dimension or not. I kind of wanted to give it a little dimension just because when I put the little key ring in there, it'll be kind of cute. So let me get the drier one back. And I just have these little adhesive dimensional squares. They're very small. I think this is from Diamond Press. They had sent some for review a long time ago, and I still have them. Like, they do not go away, but I'm going to try to keep this kind of level. I guess both sides don't have to be dimensional. I can do the back side flat. I think that's probably the better thing to do. You can do them both dimensional. I'm just going to do one side with dimension and the other side flat. That way the card will be easier to kind of maybe use or ship or whatever. Alright. So, you know, if this is the front, yeah, I guess it has to be the front because it opens like a book, right? Okay. So let me stick down this handle on the back with some glue. And then I will stick down on the other side with the dimensional. And they're showing to put it just like about here. I probably should have done a different color for the handle. Just, it's too much, no? Red, black, black. I don't know. It's okay. Maybe I should have gone with the gold. Okay. So right in the center there, I'm kind of just eyeballing it in this little area where this little dot kind of goes across. And I'll bring it over the front, and then I'm going to take off these pieces, and we're almost done, guys. It's cute. I don't know what's up with that base die. I'm telling you, that should cut the easiest of anything, right? I even try to run it a different way, you know, with the Empress you can run it one way, run it the other way, turn the die. I did a couple different things, and nope. So I think there's just a dead spot on that die. Okay, and then you can put your little charm in here. It says thread through the handle this way, but I guess it doesn't really matter which way you want to do it. I would think it doesn't matter, but maybe it does. Alright. And again, we'll kind of line this up with the handle that we have in the back. Aww. Hopefully I didn't do it too high. Did I do it too high? No, perfect. The way I put the adhesive. And there goes, look how it's so cute. You have your little tag. Reminds me of my Kathy, is it Kathy Van Zeeland or Kathy Zeeland? What was her name? I used to have all kinds of her purses. I love her. Anyway, I guess Van Zeeland. That sounds better. I don't know. Anyway, there it is. So it's really plain on the inside because obviously I used the piece of paper that was one-sided, and then you can write your little note in here. You can put that little pocket in there. Maybe use a double-sided paper so that it looks pretty on the inside too, but this is kind of nice so you can write in here. I don't know. Maybe what I can do is cut out another base and put it on this back side. That would be cute. Of like an interior fabric or an interior color. I think that'd be cute. That's another probably good idea. So there it is, guys. Cute. I don't know what to tell you about that die. Maybe I'll keep trying to mess with it. You know, it's a cute card. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.